Hey guys, so today I wanted to record kind of a fun video. I wanted to talk about some stuff that that I've been noticing as like a reoccurring trend that I kind of want to talk about. But before I do that, I kind of want to like think about where I want to go with that whole situation. So for now, what I want to do is I want to talk about, I kind of wanted to merge two of my favorite things, which is Harry Potter and SpongeBob. SpongeBob has blown up because of the 20-year anniversary, so it's been crazy. And it's been awesome because it's not like SpongeBob really fell off the radar. It's always been popular, but like now it's just like booming. So what I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to sort all of the SpongeBob characters into Hogwarts houses. So I know that you might not all agree with my decisions, and that is perfectly fine. I'm totally cool with that, obviously. This is just my view on it, and I'll explain like each character, like why. And I'm not gonna do like every single character. I'm gonna do like the main ones, because there's a lot of like extra characters, but I don't want to make the video like an hour long. So I'm gonna do like the main people that, you know, kind of show up in the show a lot. So yeah. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's get started. So we're gonna start with SpongeBob. So obviously we gotta start with the main honcho, right? So I'm pretty sure you guys are going to see. The thing is, like, the thing is with these characters is that it's kind of hard to sort them, because the thing is that everybody tends to have all of these qualities that are in the houses, right? But the reason we get sorted into a house is because we just have more of those, like the more of the prominent qualities kind of stand out, so that's why we get sorted basically into those houses. So I mean, obviously not just because he is yellow, but I really want to sort him into Hufflepuff because he just seems like a Hufflepuff, right? Like, he just has no care in the world. Like, okay, Hufflepuffs care. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, they're like aloof, they don't care. But they just are so like innocent, and they just are so like, they love animals, they love nature, they just love things, you know what I mean? So, you know, but then I also think too is that he's very ambitious, like a Slytherin, you know what I mean? Because he loves his job, so he's just always, but I just think that yes, he is ambitious in that way, but he's not really ambitious to grow, if that makes sense. Like, he's like, okay, like, he's very passionate about his job, but he's not trying to like explore new things, if that makes sense. Like, he's comfortable where he's at. So yeah, I would have to say in my book, he's a Hufflepuff. So the next one I'm going to do is Patrick. So I don't know, he was kind of hard, like, he's kind of hard to sort because I don't want to say that he's a Hufflepuff because he's like, I don't know, like, I just feel like I feel like he is, but I don't want to just say he is. I don't know why. I'm nothing against Hufflepuffs. I think they're great. But, I mean, Hufflepuffs love food, you know? Like, that's their thing, too. And he just, like, loves food, you know? And Hufflepuffs aren't lazy. Like, they're not lazy people. Like, they're hardworking. So I don't want to be like, oh, he's a Hufflepuff because he's lazy. But Hufflepuffs are very chill, you know what I mean? Like, they're very, like, calm people. Like, they're very, like, relaxed, like, just chill. Like, they're like the hippies, you know what I mean? So they just, like, don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? So, like, they stay out of shit. They're just so chill, you know what I mean? So I would probably say he would be Hufflepuff too, just based on that. And then the next one I will do is Steward. So I know people are like, oh my god, like, he's definitely a Slytherin because he's an ass. Because, you know, apparently all Slytherins are assholes. So I don't think he's a Slytherin. I definitely would put him in Ravenclaw, like, to a T. Like, he was probably one of the easiest to sort because when I think of him, I just think Ravenclaw. Like, because he's very, like, artistic and smart and just, like, he loves knowledge, you know what I mean? Like, he loves music, he loves food, he loves art, he just loves learning things, you know, and experiencing things. And, like, it's a really big Ravenclaw thing, is they're very they just want to learn, you know, and I really get that from Squidward. And, you know, not all Ravenclaws are good either. I'm just letting you know. I mean, does anybody remember Gilderoy Lockhart? Just saying, he wasn't a nice dude either, and he was a Ravenclaw, but he was smart. Okay, so the next one is Mr. Krabs. So, and I didn't think about this stuff before, you guys, so I apologize. I'm kind of just trying to think real quick off the top of my head, like, what qualities I think would be most prominent. Obviously, there's not really any, like, okay, so there's not a house that, like, loves money above all. But I would probably have to say that this one's hard because for me, like, it's hard because I want to put him in either Gryffindor or Slytherin just because for me, Slytherins kind of, we're very ambitious and cunning, and we like to we want our end goal. Like, we will achieve what we want, but sometimes we can hurt people, not necessarily on purpose, to get to where we want to go, whether, you know, which I don't try to do that, obviously, but it happens. And I just feel like Mr. Krabs does that because if you see in, like, numerous episodes, like, he like is so fucked up with SpongeBob. Like, he just, like, he wants his money, so he's just like, I'm gonna put SpongeBob in harm's way because I want my money. Like, that's all he cares about. But then I also would say Gryffindor just because at the end of the day, like, I mean, he is courageous. Like, there's been episodes where he is courageous. He, you know, he's brave. He steps out and he, like, saves the day and all that stuff. But I also, Gryffindors are very big with power. And with power, I associate money. Not always, but I'm just saying, you kind of, like, you put the two and two together. So for me, I kind of go more towards Gryffindor just because he is more sporadic. And, like, he loves his money, so he loves power in that aspect, because he wants his restaurant to be successful and make lots of money, which in turn for me is power. So I would probably put him more into Gryffindor, but I do believe that he does have strong Slytherin like traits too, so I would probably say he's like a Gryffindor, or no, that's Ravenclaw, sorry, Gryffindor, I don't know, whatever the hybrid is you want to call it. Alright, and then the next one is Gary. I think that Gary is probably, I don't want to say Hufflepuff, because for me, I don't know, like, I feel like he could be a Hufflepuff, but I feel like he also could be a Slytherin, just because he's very ambitious and cunning with shit, and he really, but then I also want to say Hufflepuff because he loves food, like, he's just like always obsessed with food, like, that's all he wants, is like, I just want to eat, you know? So, I don't know, I feel like, let me think. Because he's not really crazy, like, that's the thing, like, he doesn't want power, he doesn't want money, like, he doesn't want any of that, so he's, you know, he's not necessarily, like, brave, in a sense, like, he, you know, he's not, like, overly, like, asserts himself to be the hero, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say he's really Gryffindor. Ravenclaw, I mean, maybe in a sense, because he is very, like, he's very witty in a sense, because he knows how to kind of like manipulate SpongeBob for food. So maybe I would say he's probably a Ravenclaw, but I don't know. He's a hard one. But yeah. And then let's see who else. Oh, Plankton. Oh my gosh. So when I sort characters or whoever into houses, I try not to just automatically sort people, evil people, you know what I mean, like into Slytherin, because I just don't, like, you know, because people can be evil in other houses too, you know, it's possible. So he's, for me, definitely not a Hufflepuff, just no. Ravenclaw, I would say he could be, just because of the fact that he is really smart, like he like is intelligent, because he has a lab, like he builds things, he's super just like sciencey and stuff like that. But I feel like that's kind of the only thing, like he doesn't really like, okay, so he doesn't really want to necessarily learn how to do more things based on the fact that he's like interested in science, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't want to learn about things because he just wants to learn. He wants to learn things because he wants to get the formula, you know what I mean? So it's like he's not really doing it based on just he wants to know knowledge, which I don't know. Then I think I have to change my thing for Gary. Definitely. You know what? Honestly, I'd probably say he's a Slytherin. I changed my answer. But anyway, with him, that's why I don't really see him necessarily as a Ravenclaw. Gryffindor, I don't know if you would call it bravery, like the things he does. I don't think you'd call it bravery, like him going and trying to get the formula, because like, I mean, I guess you could, but I just would call it stupidity because he fails every single time. And I'm not saying like you can't be brave if you're failing, like I'm not saying that, but it's just like, he's always so scared of shit. Like when he's so scared. And Gryffindor is like, they're not really scared, and if they are, like, they don't show it. So I don't know, like, I would probably have to say Slytherin. I know I don't like to, but I would have to, just because he's very cunning and he's very ambitious to get the formula. Like, he's very just wants the formula. Like, that's his goal, and he'll do anything to get it, whether that's talk shit to his computer wife, or hurt people, or blow shit up, or even hurt himself to get it. So I mean, I would have to say he's a Slytherin. I don't like I said, I don't like to put people in that box just because they're evil, but you know what? Sometimes the shoe fits. Alright, let me move on. Let's see. Let's do Mrs. Puff. Let's do Mrs. Puff. So, Mrs. Puff, I would say, I'm trying to think about her personality. I don't know. She's kind of hard because I wouldn't say that she's very, like, I don't think she would be a Hufflepuff. Really at all. I don't really see that. She's always so angry, especially with SpongeBob. I mean, Ravenclaw, not so much either, because she's, you know, she teaches people how to drive, like, you know, but she's not, like, she doesn't really show any signs of, like, I want to learn, you know. Gryffindor, maybe. For me, for her, it's either between Gryffindor and Slytherin, because she's, like, just, she has a goal. Like, she's just like, I need to get rid of SpongeBob. But she kind of, like, but I don't know, I would probably have to say Gryffindor, just because with Slytherins, like, they won't stop, you know what I mean? And I'm not, but the thing is, like, the difference between Mrs. Puff and Plankton is because Mrs. Puff, she doesn't try to get rid of SpongeBob, like, at the beginning of it, you know what I mean? Like, he just, like, does some fucked up shit, and then she's like, oh my god. Like, and then she just gets irritated and is like, fuck. But with Plankton, like, that's his goal. He's like, formula. Like, he's gonna do anything. But for her, I just don't see that. Like, I just feel like, yeah, she gets annoyed by him, and, like, she's like, oh my god. But I don't see her really necessarily trying to achieve that goal. Necessarily. So I'd probably have to say Gryffindor, just because she's very just, I mean, she is brave. Like, if you've seen some of the episodes that she is in, like, she's done some crazy ass shit to get SpongeBob. I mean, I'm just saying. So, I mean, I don't really think that she necessarily wants power. But like I said, hers is pretty hard because you don't really know 100% about her personality, like, outside of that. But I do think she's brave because, too, especially when she was, like, dating, like, Mr. Krabs, like, she just, like, just had this, like, confidence about her. And, like, Gryffindor's, like, known for that, just being so, like, yeah, I'm shit, you know? So, I mean, that's just my thing. Let me know if you guys think different, which you probably will, and let me know why, because, I mean, I'm open for opinions. And then we'll do... Did we do Sandy? Dude, I totally forgot Sandy. Oh my god, I am an asshole. I love Sandy. Okay, let's do Sandy. Ravenclaw. I'm sorry, that was so easy. Like, she's just such a Ravenclaw. Like, she, for me, would probably be like my combo, which would be a Slitherclaw or a Raverin, whatever you want to call it, because she's very ambitious. she's very, very ambitious. Like, she is definitely Ravenclaw because she wants to learn. She wants to know knowledge. She wants to expand her brain and just learn. Like, that's like her passion, you know. That's why she's like a scientist, you know. She's super smart. But I also feel like she's very, very ambitious. Like, when she wants to do something, she does it. But then she can also be a Gryffindor because she's super fucking brave. Like, she's so courageous. She's hard. She's really hard. But for me personally, I would probably have to say, like, she's leans more for Ravenclaw, though. So that's my guess. And then I think, let's do, okay, we'll do, I'm trying to think, like, so we'll do three more. Wait, hold on a second, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I'm brain dead right now, apparently, so I had to look at the different SpongeBob characters to figure out, like, which ones I wanted to do. So we're gonna do Karen next because, I mean, she's, you know, part 2. So I would say, I don't think that she's a Slytherin because she's not really ambitious like Plankton is. Like, she just kind of just is there. Like, she just is like, yeah, go steal the formula. Like, I'm just gonna be here doing my nails. You know, like, she don't really give a fuck, you know. I don't really think she really wants power. I feel like she just tags along with Plankton. Like, I feel like she obviously loves him and stuff, but I don't feel like she really cares if he has the formula or not, you know what I mean? Like, the formula, did I just say that, Mr. Krabs, Jesus Christ? The formula or not, she's probably just like, go do your thing, kind of, whatever. So, for me, I mean, I want to say she's a Ravenclaw because, like, she's a computer, but I don't want to just base it off that. Shit, I'm trying to think. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go with Ravenclaw because I just feel like that's just the best choice because the other ones just don't really seem to fit with me. So I'm gonna go with Ravenclaw. And then we'll do Pearl. Oh, Lord, Pearl. Not a Slytherin. Definitely not. Gryffindor? I mean, she always likes to shop, but I wouldn't really say that's, like, necessarily, like, a power thing. Like, she's not, like, obsessed with money like her dad. She just, like, wants shit. Ravenclaw, no. Probably Hufflepuff, I would say. She just likes this, she's happy, she's like, likes cutesy stuff, she just very like, just enjoys her life, you know, so I'll go with that. And then we'll do, I'll probably do a part 2 to this. Kind of like doing maybe more of like the smaller characters. But yeah, I think the last one I'm gonna do for this one is gonna be the Flying Dutchman. So let's see, let me think of him. He is a hard one. He is a very hard one. I'm trying to like remember episodes. I'd probably say Gryffindor. I don't know why I'm going for that. But he's a pirate, you know, he's a ghost, like he's just courageous, like he's just like, okay, like he isn't afraid of shit. So I don't know. that's my guess. I can't really think of it right now. I just kind of see Gryffindor with him. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna do a part 2 probably later, not right now, but like later on. I just wanted to kind of get the main characters out of the way. So let me know if you guys agree or disagree, if you think that a character should be in a different house and you want to like leave your reasoning. I'm totally open. I really would love to know like your guys' opinions on it. And yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share and subscribe, and I will see you next one. Bye.